Okay, this next video I'm doing is going to cover the limb tools. Okay, so I'm going to create two shapes here. I got one that's a sphere, one that's a box. Okay, what I want to do with this, I want to take the box and just move it for a second. I'm going to reset the pivoting point for this sphere. So what I'll do, I'll put it in the 0 position for now. Okay, so we've got it in the center. What I'm going to do now is just move it up so it has a pivoting point right on the edge. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I have it right there. What I'm going to do is hit fix, and now when I rotate this object, it should rotate along that new axis. Okay, there you go. Alright, so now that I've reset the pivot point on that, I'm going to put this box back in a 0 position here. Okay, and with the box I want to attach the limb sphere. So I have the box selected right now. If for some reason I can't select it, I'm going to hit pick and I'm going to hit box. Okay, you can also rename these. I can call this bottom box. Oh, another thing with this is do not use the space key when you're naming things, or the names will get lost. Don't use the space key at all, so use an underscore or something. Okay, so we got bottom box. So now when I go to pick, it says bottom box here. So I'm going to make that the base limb. This button here is the detach limb and attach limb. So right now I want to attach a limb. Now that I've clicked that, you can see that it's flashing because now it's expecting me to pick the limb that I want to attach to it. So if I'm not confident on clicking on the right object, you can hit pick and then the next object. Now what you got here is the base object, okay, and you've got the sphere. What I'm going to do is just make a slight adjustment on the sphere so it's on the top like that. So now when I move this object around, it affects its child limbs. This one, if I move it around, it's only affecting itself unless if it has limbs attached to it. So now say that I wanted to attach another object, but I wanted to attach this one to the box. So we can select the bottom box again. I'll attach. Now you can see, you can't quite see my other shape, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to put cone. Now you can see that the bottom box has two limbs that are attached to it. So if I move the box around, it moves everything. If I move the sphere, it just moves itself. If I move the cone, it just moves itself. Okay? Now, say I want to add a limb to the sphere. I'm gonna create a cylinder. So I'll select the sphere and I'm gonna say attach. I'm gonna go pick and the mesh. So now you can see in the tree that if I move this object, it moves the cone as well. Same if I rotate it, it's going to take that object with it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset. I should have actually reset the position of this first. Kind of just took it where it was, but not a big deal. Just move it a little closer. Okay. So now with that, if I was to rotate this, it's going to take that shape with it. Okay, so it's a pretty simple joint. That's it pretty much. Now say I wanted to disconnect that from this whole thing. I can click here and go detach. Okay, so now the sphere is the base object, and it took the mesh with it because that was part of it. And if I click on the box, the only child limb it has is the cone. Okay, that's all I'm going to go over on this one. The next video I'll do is texturing and UV editing. Thanks for watching.